Okay, yeah, I did it. I got the McDonald's things. I actually have all 10 here. Kind of have them all in order. Yeah, neat. No, I wasn't going to go to McDonald's and, like, order multiple kids' meals to get these. I made a purchase online like a grown adult. But anyways, we have the Pikachu and Dragonite sticker activity sheet. Aren't you so excited? I don't know why I'd buy these. And the thing is, whoever's getting these, like, freaking works at McDonald's or something, the fact that they could just sell a set of all 10, like, and then somebody else to get the boxes, that probably wasn't somebody that actually worked there. Let's see what we're looking at. So, in the Dragonite box, number 1, we have a little poster here. Okay, we have Drampa, Dragonite, Pikachu, and, oh, another poster thing, Scan to Play. Oh, okay, well, you can see that stickers go in places on this. So that is probably what these decapitated heads are for. You just kind of stick the heads on. I like that Hydreigon head. It looks like it's screaming out of the void. Yeah, we have some more body parts. And some more body parts. Then we have a paper pack. It's not the usual pack material. And it does have our Dragonite on the front, same artwork. So I wonder if they actually made different packs for each of these, like for the artwork on them. Now, usually you don't get anything crazy in these sets because they don't want it to be encouraged for collectors to go out hunting these things down. But maybe they changed it up this time. Let's find out. God, I tried to, like, not destroy this pack in its entirety, but it seems like that's just kind of what's happening. Okay, I think I got it. Yeah, okay, we have a Roaring Moon with that typical confetti, effect that you tend to see with their, like, fast food crossovers. We have Rayquaza, okay, not a bad-looking card, and you actually have a set down there, M24, so McDonald's 2024. Then we have the Dragapult and the Hat Goblin. That card definitely looks familiar, so I don't think they're making unique cards for this. In fact, this looks familiar, just with a different holo effect. I think they're just putting a different, set symbol down there at the bottom, a different set code, I suppose. Alright, and we are on to number 2. So this advertisement on the back is the same, the box is just a different color. But you still have that Pikachu and Dragonite on the back. So I'm imagining that the pack art is going to be the same across each of them, and it is. But is this different? It seems possible. Yes, we have the Miraidon this time, and a entirely different piece here. I'm not going to bother pulling the stickers out for all of these. Wow, Dragonite looks real weird with that eye, like, faded out there. Like, he has a glass eye. He's blind in that one. They gave him the number 6. They gave him a number 6 pull ball. They just, tried to dye it white. Oh, man. The Rock. That's my favorite sticker. But it is from the Miraidon thing, so it kind of makes sense. Anyways, next pack. God, it's just impossible to open these paper ones. Like, I swear I used to be good at, like, not destroying them in the process, but clearly my skill has gone downhill. So let's go and take the good thing to the back. So we have Rayquaza again. We have the Jigglypuff, the Quagsire, and Roaring Moon again. Lame. Yeah, I just can't imagine me at my age going to McDonald's and be like, yes, I want 30 Happy Meals, please. Make sure you include the toys. Like, I guess I'm old enough that I could say, like, I have a child, right? Like, this very hungry child. Let's see... okay, we have Pikachu with Miraidon Koraidon, which I guess also still makes sense, as we have Koraidon on the front of this one. And, pretty much the same. Like, it's different, right? But not that oh, I hit my camera. I like that we can get Rayquaza's mouth. But a kid me wouldn't have enjoyed those. Like, these little, like, sticker things, like... Put this thing here. Like, I'd be looking for more of a challenge. I'd probably be taking those things and trying to put the stickers in places that they're not supposed to go, just to see what monstrosity I could make. Like this terrible, holy god, I'm just, like, destroying this one. Like this, you know? Do it the wrong way. Come on, get out of the pack. Alright, so we do one to the back, and we have the Charizard. There's our boy. What set were you originally in? I don't remember. Jigglypuff, Hat Goblin, and the Drampa with the crazy confetti effect. To be fair, on his regular holo, it's still basically just blurred out the background, so this isn't that different. Yeah, Kid Me would have like wanted a challenge out of it, or something cool out of it. Put stickers in spot where sticker goes. Doesn't quite qualify. But maybe that's because I grew up playing games. I don't know how much of like current generation is still doing that. Like surely, right? Like if you know, 6-year-olds weren't playing video games, Fortnite wouldn't be in business. Let's see. Next one. Okay, so we have the Charizard on the front, so if we don't have a Charizard here, gonna be disappointed. And there's our boy. And on the back, okay, we have another just... They really just wanted to reuse those sticker sheets, because, like, you have the Dragonite again with the Hydreigon again, but these weren't, like, together in the one. Like, it's just kind of a random mix match. And as for the pack... Go on, one of these will open clean, I swear. I swear to you. I will get one of these as clean as possible. It's not this one, but it will happen. Okay, it's this way, right? Nope, it's that way. One to the back, we have the Rayquaza again. I think there's only 15 cards in this set. We have the Dragapult, Hat Goblin, and the Koraidon number 8. Cool. Getting closer to being able to actually complete the set. That would just be nice to be able to do. Yeah, I know in the past, whenever they've done these like McDonald's things, they've like made a Pokemon community made a big deal out of it, and like scalpers are going out like crazy, and then it turns out, wow, the cards inside aren't valuable and people don't want to buy them? That's insane. Good thing that you bought all of them and you made kids not very happy. But I feel like the Pokemon community has kind of realized that there's not really a point in going out for these. Like, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm just not up to the news, but I feel like I haven't heard much about it this go around. So maybe that side of the Pokemon community is healing. To be honest, I wouldn't be buying them either if it wasn't for this YouTube channel. Like, there's nothing in here for me. But I treat this channel a lot like archival, right? Like, I'm kind of archiving Pokemon as it goes, trying to do like every box that I can, every promotional thing that I can, although I'm not as crazy active with it as some people can be. We have the Rayquaza, Dragapult, Hat Goblin, and the Hydreigon. Neat. And I'd say I opened that one pretty dang clean. Next, we have the Jigglypuff. Yeah, there are a lot of cases like that in this channel where, like, I'm buying things that I ordinarily would not because of A, content, and B, it's just, you know, kind of like historical documentation in a way. Making sure that certain things that maybe didn't get much hype or whatever are not completely forgotten, right? Someone in 10 years could hear about this promotion, hear about this set, and just be curious, you know? What was it like? What were the cards that you could pull? What, you know, yada, yada, yada. So I feel like that's one huge benefit to YouTube, right? Is you have content creators that are constantly doing these kinds of things. So, you know, things aren't always lost to time anymore. I mean, there are some things that, like, you know, I owned as a child or whatever, and, like, I remember as an adult, and I go to, like, look it up, and I can't find anything on it. We have the Rayquaza, Dragapult, Quagsire, and Hydreigon again. One good example is actually that Beyblade game. It's like a plug-and-play that I did a video on. I think it was on my other channel. I like, remember that being a thing, and I was trying to find stuff about it online, and found almost nothing. And I eventually found someone on eBay selling it, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to do a video on this. And that video gets, like, steady views. Like, it's not, like, a massive blow-up, but, like, it gets steady views because there's, like, basically nothing out there on it, right? It's just, like, you know, back then, you wouldn't have had someone to film that kind of thing. We have Eevee, and boom. Which I understand the idea of, like, oh, let things die, like, some things are better enjoyed in the moment, and then, you know, essentially forgotten about in a way you're just remembered. Like Glover. I remembered that game as being good, and turns out it's not, and it makes me a sad adult knowing that fact. Glover should have died, so I would have never had an opportunity to play it again or hear anyone else's opinion on it, and I could have just continued with my happy memories of Glover being the best Nintendo 64 game. One at the back. But at the same time, I'm not quite like that. I mean, I have that collector brain, right? Like, it is literally an infection inside of my skull with the Dragonite. So to me, the idea of anything that someone has cared about being lost the time is just kind of sad. It's one of the reasons that I'm really big on like video game preservation, and some companies try to fight back on it, and it's sad how many games there are out there that like you just can't do anything with anymore. Like everything on it is lost, right? Like it was like an always online game, and like all of the code and stuff wasn't backed up while the game was still alive, and now it's just like lost forever. I'm just really big on that kind of stuff. I remember, like, I know a lot of people have very mixed opinions on this game, but the MMO Tera was an MMO that I was drastically into. I freaking loved that game. And when it shut down, it was, like, a pretty sad experience. I actually did a video on it. I was there for the final couple hours that Tera was alive, leading up to it closing its servers. And it was an interesting experience. I've never been there for the death of an MMO. But by that time, people had already learned how to take a retail copy of the game if you had the disc, and you could run this like program to effectively set up your own server. So you could run the game, basically a old retail copy version, just locally on your PC, and just run it as like a single player game. So you could literally take this and just put it in your PC, run the software that's online, and bam, you have your own single-player version of Tera. Or if you wanted to go all out, because my girlfriend decided to go too far, since he bought these things for me after Tera shut down, like, you can. And that's because of the modern era that we're in. It's more easy to do these kinds of things, and part of it was thanks to the game basically having a way to let people do that. I actually have a third copy somewhere. It's like a steelbook. But on top of that, people learned how to make their own fan servers. And actually, before the game even shut down, there were a couple fan servers that were already running that had, like, you know, more different things changed, rolled back updates that people didn't like. Because the game was terrible by the end, don't get me wrong. It was, ironically, terrible. Quagsire. Neat. I remember, like, one of those fan servers was actually, like, announcing their shutdown. Like, they announced, hey, we're shutting down this fan server. And then Tera announced that they're shutting down the official servers. And they were like, hey, never mind, we're not shutting down, actually. We're gonna keep going. And to my knowledge, that server is, like, still running good today. There are a handful of them, but to me, it was like, look, I had my fun with this game. Like, I'm happy to know that if I want to go back to it, I can. But I just kind of decided, okay, well, no, there it is. Right on. I just kind of decided I'm just gonna let it die. Like, I'm done with it, at least for now. So don't get me wrong. I understand the mentality of something like this. Letting this die, not letting it be remembered by history. Right? It ran its course, it's over with, it doesn't need to be preserved. But I understand that mentality, I just don't agree with that mentality. I'm a loser when it comes to, like, information and information sharing, and I think that if you want to know about anything, I think having the ability to learn about any subject, no matter how important it is or not, no matter how critical or just for entertainment value it is, I find those things important, and I think everybody should be allowed to have the ability to do that. Also, I think it's probably like the best looking one that we've seen, I'll say that much. And final pack, and I'll see if I actually managed to get all of the 15 cards or not. It went on a bit of a rant there, but I don't know, I've always been big on that. Like, I'm also just big on, like, informing people of things. Like, I work in IT, I was a technician for 8 years, and I like teaching people these things because I feel like if you have the knowledge to do something, you're going to need less help doing it. You're going to be more informed whenever you're, you know, using the thing. Even if you don't necessarily need to know that information, now you have it, and you can fix issues as they come up, or have a better understanding as to what you're actually doing. So all that is to say, I'm going to shut down this channel. I'm going to transform it into an educational channel where I'm going to teach people about Yeah, I'm not doing that. Anyways, I have all the cards here. They're kind of in backwards order, but I have 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1. Yeah, I'm missing 2 and 3. So that's unfortunate. I might decide to buy them as singles, but honestly, I'm not that worried about it. Anyways, it's now time for the bonus card of the day. Explanation's right down there in the bottom left corner. As always, we're going to be playing Guess the Year, grabbing the card from the very back. So this is in a 2022 sleeve. What set were you? You weren't Darkness Ablaze. What were you? I don't remember. Either way, let's see if there's anything on the... Okay, come out. Jesus. Oh, it's double sleeve. No price or anything. Not feel any price or anything on that one. Let's go and take it out of that. Yep, no price. So, guess the year. It has a fair amount of whitening. It was double sleeved, so I assume it was used in a deck. And to be fair, it does have a copyright date there. If it was a card pulled from this set, or even from this era, if this was being used in a deck being double sleeved, there's a good shot it's from 2022. And the whitening could just be explained by the fact that it was double sleeved and used in a deck. So I'm gonna go 2022. And no, not at all. 2013, we have the Shaman EX. Number RC21 of RC25. Interesting. Either way, very beautiful Shaman card. Not a bad way to end off this video, because honestly, the holo effect is pretty dang similar to the holo effect on the McDonald's cards, right? It's kind of confetti-like, with like the little crystal effect, I suppose, going on. Wow, what are the chances that this was a food promo? Okay, it is not. It is from Legendary Treasures, the final set in the black and white era. It would have been super ironic if this was also like a restaurant promo. I'm not going to double sleeve it because it'll eventually go on one of my better sleeves. So for now, it's just going to go back inside of this guy. So if you enjoyed this video, it was kind of long, wasn't it? Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all of that fun stuff. You can join the Discord, you can become a channel member for $3. And most of all, you can go watch another video. I don't even know which one right now. Maybe I'll link the Segway Mart one here, because that was a super fun video with way too much stuff in it. And a playlist over here of all of my Pokemon videos if you feel like binging. Thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I will see all of you next time. Goodbye for now.